So I'll explain the experience I had because I think it sums up how I lost the support networks. Because it manifested in a visual. So I've already spoken that I had OCD and I used to get hallucinations, those sort of things.
Yep.
And once they actually figured out I had OCD and I was on the right medication, my brain slowed down. I was able to make better decisions,
Okay.
and function in society as a human.
Cool.
Said was put on the wrong medication a number of times. So I was in my early 30s by the time I sort of found out that I actually had OCD and it wasn't all of these other things.
Yep.
Um, and just to let you know, I my great grandmother, so my dad's grandmother, she spent 60 years in a mental institution.
Wow.
Um, I still don't know what she actually had. The records were supposed to be released in 2019, but they've
Okay.
changed the laws, so I can't actually find out what she had.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm assuming she may have had the same thing.
Okay.
Um, but thankfully, we've got medication, which helped, and I'm on so much less than what I used to be on because I've removed a lot of the trauma from my life. But anyway, long. If I ever say long story short, it's still going to be the long story.
That's what we're here for, mate. We're here to talk, mate. We've got a while, so go for it, mate.
Exactly. This is how my one book ended up turning into two books because I have a lot of words that I want to get out. So after I left my ex-wife, as I said, I absolutely loved her, and I was like, I know for my own sake, if I want to stay alive, I have to leave her. There was no other option at this point.
Okay.
Um, so I gave her just over a year. And like I said to myself, if she is nice to me for one day in this 12-month period, I'll stay.
Jeez, that's
And
huge. That's huge, mate.
yeah, which is, I mean, again, like I want to say stupid, but like that's the
Did you?
mindset.
Okay. Can I ask you? Because I know I had it in a voice, and I worked it out. It was my shadow, my subconscious programming, people pleasing bullshit programming that I've gone through. I think we fight each other. I think we really fight in our own heads when we do these things because you think, why the hell are you giving up your life or giving up to this crazy person or these clowns that you're doing? But you just don't know how to get out of that spiral, isn't it? Would that be fair to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wholeheartedly believed in my head that when I left, I'd be leaving with nothing and no one. Like that's what I believed. I mean, with the financial, the sexual, the physical, the emotional, like all of those from both my partners, the financial from both. But and people were like, because the last thing that my ex-husband did when he got violent was he took all of my savings. He didn't work. He took all of my savings out of
Of
my
course it
account and
didn't.
transferred it to his. And people would say, and obviously I couldn't get that back. It was $186,000. And
Wow.
and then I spent more money last year on lawyers than I earned to try and get through it.
Well, mate,
Uh,
credit to you for being here and coming on this show, man. I mean, let's get and writing two books, mate. You know motivationally as I do, and mate, absolutely, mate. Hats off to you.
yeah, but I mean, look, to me, money has never been my motivator. Like, yes, it's set me back a
It's a
long
necessity.
way.
It's a necessity, but not a
Yeah,
something that you got to go. Oh my god! And we know people. We know what people like. Money. I always say, money.
yeah,
Money. Give them power, and see the person change.
yeah, absolutely. And that's yeah, and both my exes did that. So I wasn't allowed to have access to my bank accounts with my ex-wife. I got a debit card that I was given an allowance on. Mind you, I did earn the money as well, because I'm good at my
Right.
job. Like in corporate life, I've now left corporate, but in corporate life, I was very good at what I did,
Yep.
um, and earned really good money.
Yep.
Um, and I left her with almost nothing, built it back up over a number of years, and then literally was left with $2.94.